Hi Aries, and welcome to your weekly love tarot forecast. This is for the week of September 10th through September 16th, 2018. So Aries, let's see what's going on for you guys this week in regards to love and romance. Ooh, so we have a lunar eclipse, change, Grand Cross, provoker, and void, of course, moon, missing. Okay, Aries, listen. This week, if you've been just really... I feel like many of you are out of sorts about romance, whether it's in your current committed relationship, it's about somebody you're kind of dating or seeing, it's about somebody from your past, or if you're just completely single with nothing going on. We're very focused on that. We're really feeling that this week. You know, I love everything being positive, as you know, but what I see here, Aries, this looks to be a bit more of a week of challenge. So let's start pulling some more cards to see why. What is this about? What's going on? It could be where, you know, there has been some major change in your life, in your relationship recently, and now it's kind of, you know, kind of putting you in a place of confusion, or there's stresses on your current existing relationship. So let's see, Aries, what is going on? All right, so we have wedding over here, and we have engagement over here. All right, so Aries, listen, those of you who are really kind of hung up on somebody from the past or thinking big time about somebody from the past, just because I see wedding and engagement coming out, maybe that person has gotten into a relationship with somebody else, or they are engaged, or they're getting married this week, or maybe they're moving in together or having a baby. All right, so I feel some Aries out there who've really been thinking about somebody from the past. You know, you've recently found out, or you're finding out this week, you know, a status of them with somebody else. And that's why we're feeling very challenged and, you know, upset. It's a big change and you didn't see that coming, or you were hoping that you and that person would reconcile before they got serious with somebody else. So some of you, unfortunately, you may be finding out that, you know, who you've been thinking about is now in a relationship with somebody else, okay? Those of you who are just like dating somebody or seeing somebody, it could be this week where either they really want to kind of take things to the next level, or you want to take things to the next level. Somebody does, but the other person, I'm not sure, is ready for that. Or it could be that you're both ready for that, but you're both very scared. If you guys are in a committed relationship, again, this could be where, you know, you're going to take it to the next level, whatever that means for your relationship, or there's something changing. Somebody wants to take a job in another state. We want to buy a house. We want to do this. We want to do that. There's just some big shift or change taking place in the relationship this week, where ultimately it's elevating you guys somehow, some way, but it might be challenging or scary, or you're unsure about it. All right. If you are completely single, this week you might actually have some unexpected offers for romance, okay? And it could be that the person is already in a relationship with somebody else, okay? Or it could be you're in a relationship, but there's people kind of trying to come back to you and be like, hey, Aries, you know, what's up? Let's, you know, I want to be with you too, okay? So let's keep pulling cards, Aries. Okay. All right, so we have time for nurturing over here on your side, and we have move and adapt over here Okay, those of you where this is about somebody of your past that you're still thinking about, we're hoping. Listen, the universe is like, Aries, we've got to just kind of forget about that for now. You know, they're on their own path. You are on your own path. It's time for you to nurture yourself and give a commitment to yourself to letting go, moving on, and healing, okay? Because move and adapt. It's like this person has moved on, all right? And you know me, I don't like readings like this, but the truth is the truth. This is general, so you've got to just take it as a guide. If it's not resonating whatsoever, probably not meant for you. But it's like who's ever hung up on the past, it's really time to let go and move on. And if somebody from your past is really just trying to keep it going or reconcile, and you know that you don't want that, or that it can never really happen for whatever reason, it's time for you to really be like, look, move on. This is never going to happen. I'm focused on me, or I'm focused on my relationship I'm in now. You really need to let go and move on, and, you know, do something with yourself. Those of you who are just single and dating, or dating one particular person, again, I see this struggle of somebody wanting something more than the other person, whatever that is. And it definitely is the focus of this entire week. And what I'm seeing, Aries, is, you know, you really need to focus on you and what's best for you, and not worry so much about them. Are they the one, etc. It's like, no, you focus on you, what's best for you. And if this person isn't offering that or can't provide that to you, Aries, it might be time to move on from that and let it go for now, okay? So let's take a look and see what the tarot adds to all of this. So on this side here, we have the Ace of Swords, and we have the Fool. Over here, we have the Queen of Wands, and we have the Ten of Cups. Oh, man. You know, Aries, this just keeps reiterating as I pull cards what I've said. If you are hung up from somebody of your past, it is time to move on. Like, you don't have to take that. You don't have to hear it. I understand. But what I'm seeing in this reading, that is the message coming through. And I'm only saying this because I've had people be like, you shouldn't say. And I'm like, should I just not do readings then? Because what's the point if I can't say what the cards are saying? All right. So if you can't handle hearing that, I'm truly sorry. This is just a general reading, so you don't have to take it. All I'm saying is what I see in this reading, Aries, it is time to move on from the past if you were hoping to get back with somebody. And I mean that in the sense of, if A, they are in another relationship, B, they are having a child, or C, they have told you, look, I don't want this, okay? And even if they like kind of come and go, but they're always like, no, I don't want it, I don't want this, Aries, it is time for you to cut them off and cut them out. They're not going to change, okay? You have the Ace of Swords and the Fool over here. It's time for Aries. You know, honestly, whether you are completely single, you're dating, or you're in a commitment, really, Aries, it's time to go within and focus on you and what's good for you, what's going to make you happy, okay? What does Aries need? Does your partner really need to big time change and shift? Is it time to kind of put an ultimatum out there and say, look, if you can't do XYZ, I don't care our history. I don't care, you know, how long we've been together. If you can't do me right and give me what I need, why am I in this relationship? Just because you're familiar? Just because I know you? Just because we do have love? No, that's not good enough for me. That's where I see Aries at. It's like, you know, if you've been accommodating and compromising with somebody, you're over it now, okay? Like I said, I see kind of like this push and pull where one person wants something, but the other person doesn't want it so much, whether we want to elevate the relationship or Gosh darn it, I lost my train of thought. Whether we want to elevate the relationship or actually like get into a committed relationship with somebody. It's or perhaps, you know, if you're in a commitment, there's something that you want to do that's differing from your partner, okay? But listen, what's hard for me in this reading is I feel like some of you are in a situation where this person loves you and you love them, but there is some crazy incompatibility here. There's something that's happened, like there is something that exists in between the two of you. And you've got to figure out, is it time to just let all the emotional baggage of the past go so we can, you know, move on from here into something better? Or is it time to just end this relationship entirely? All right, Aries, if you have been with somebody for quite some time and they won't marry you or they won't take it to the next level, it's almost like you shifting to yourself and kind of cutting them off brings them to that realization that they do really love you and, okay, let's take this to the next level. I'm sorry, Aries, okay? And it's weird because wedding and engagement is out. However, this is not like, that's why I feel like it's more about a conflict of what you want opposed to what they want, or what they want, you know, opposed to what you're willing to offer. There's definitely that energy very strong throughout the whole reading. But Aries, I feel like you could like, if you just really think about yourself and what you need and what's best for you, and you know, if you are the Aries where you're kind of holding out and you're scared to take things to the next level or to commit or whatever, you might really want to think about it. Go within and decide, you know, am I cheating this person by not taking it to the next level and giving them what they need? Am I cheating them? Would I be cheating them and myself if I, you know, got into this, but I'm not in it 100%. So there's just something that Aries has to figure out this week in regards to their romantic situations, okay? And the strongest message really here is those of you who are hung up on somebody of the past, it is so time to move on. Or if they return back to you this week offering you, hey, Aries, another chance, another go-round, I don't know that you should make a final decision on that this week. There's definitely potential that you guys could, you know, reconcile, but this is a person coming back to you this week, okay? Like they would show up this week and be offering you and saying, look, Aries, I do want to take these things to the next level. Like you would have been the one waiting, okay? And in saying that, you know, if this person does not arrive this week and it might be, and they've moved on with somebody else, it's maybe time for you to do the same, Aries. So let's see what the intimate energies have to add to this reading. All right, we have the Seven of Swords. So there's some indifference here, okay? There's a struggle. Here we have the King of Wands. So we have the King and Queen of Wands, very strong fire energy. You're fire, Aries, but could be another Aries, Leo, or a Sag you're dealing with. And look here, now we have this Empress. Over on this side, we have the Knave of Pentacles. So now we have some earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And then we have the Queen of Wands. Here you are. So Queen of Wands, Queen of Wands. And lastly, the Knight of Cups. So here's some water energy. Interesting. There's three people sitting over here on the side of the reading where it would involve other people. Aries, if you're with somebody and they're dating multiple people, okay, and you know that, like you guys are just dating, we're not committed yet, and you want things to go to the next level, Honestly, Aries, I feel like you are the strongest connection for this person because we have the Queen of Wands coming out twice, okay? The other two cards are just, knaves, which would be a page. So, like, whoever you are involved with, if you were not committed and you know they're dating other people, you are the strongest in their life, the strongest connection, 100% for sure, okay? Man, Aries, what is up with this? It's so conflicting. Like, if this is not what had come out, I would be reading this so differently. I really feel like it's just two people who love each other but can't get it right. Like, that's what I'm seeing in this reading is, two people that do love each other, but it's like we can't get it right. We can't figure it out. We've got to change. We've got to do something. One wants this, the other one wants that, but we both have feelings for each other. So, Aries, really, you've got to be very discerning, okay? If, again, the past, we've discussed that. We know what we need to do. If somebody shows back up in your life this week from the past, again, don't make a decision. Just fill it out. See what's going on. Those of you who are single or dating, man, you could have several people on your plate this week, okay? Some of you, there's like two for sure that are up in your world. And maybe it's you that's trying to decide between a couple of different people, okay? But if you are single and you are putting yourself out there for dating, I definitely see a earth sign or water sign for sure showing up this week and being like, hey, what you up to, Aries? I would like to take you out because we have this new beginning here for Aries, okay? So you might want to give those opportunities a shot, okay? If you're missing somebody, again, just go out, meet new people, see what comes your way. We don't need to make a decision about anything this week. It's just, do what you've got to do that makes you the happiest. So let's pull an outcome here. Nice. Okay, this feels good to me. I love that this is the card that would come out next to a soulmate. So, Aries, listen. Those of you who were so sure that this certain somebody that has now moved on with somebody else was your one, you need to realize that the universe is going to rock your world and bring you somebody that is your soulmate, and it's going to be so magical feeling that you're like, oh my God, I'm good that other relationship did not work out, okay? Others of you that are in a relationship and you're really struggling, and again, it's where somebody wants something, the other person wants something else. With this nurturing up here and this, oh my goodness, come on, there you go. With this nurturing right here, we've got to go within this week, Aries. We've got to see, do you need to make any changes in yourself? Do you need to be more flexible? Do you need to be more compromising? Is it that your partner needs to be more flexible, more compromising, more understanding? What needs to change between you and the person that you're dating or that you're committed to ultimately? Because I see a lot of affection here and love, okay, and a chance for a new beginning. However, we have to overcome this heavy energy right here. And for those of you who are dating multiple people, or you are one of multiple people somebody else is dating, I see that right here, okay? I don't feel like this is a week to really decide. It's a week to go within and, your new beginning, whether it's with this person and they finally choose you or you finally choose them, I feel like that kind of is going to come more towards the end of the week or next week. It's just with void of course moon, there's a lot that you don't see. There's a lot that you don't understand. There's, you know, and it has to come to light. And then we have the eclipse, the lunar eclipse going on right here, which is the same thing. There's a lot that has got to come to light before you can make a true and final decision about your relationship here, whether you're committed or you're just dating somebody. And you know, those of you who are hoping for this reconciliation of the past, it might be that, you know, this whole time you were kind of left in the dark that this person was seeing somebody else or being involved with somebody else, and now you're finding that out. And, you know, it's hurtful and it's painful. And I just feel like it's time for you to let go and move on from that and see what comes, see what happens, because we have miracles here next to soulmate. So, you know, there's somebody else for you, Aries. I promise you that there is. And any of those that meet somebody new this week and you're really just clicking, you know, I feel like you should pursue that relationship because there's great potential here. And for the rest of you, whatever this difference is, or, you know, whatever, just go within. There's a lot that's not seen, and it's not time to make a decision, really, okay? Even if you're like, screw this, I'm out. Don't screw it out, I'm out. Don't do that this week. Realize there's more that you don't know, and next week would be a much better time to make a final decision about things. And I just think things are going to kind of turn around unexpectedly for you guys, okay? So Aries, very interesting read for this week. You guys will have to let me know what all this is about, but it looks good. It ends good. So that makes me very happy for you guys, okay? So Aries, that is your reading for the week. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care.